Of those showers and those thunderstorms that I showed you a few seconds ago starting to really wind down. Still a little bit of lightning out there. You're probably hearing some thunder, but coverage is decreasing as some of these really begin to lose their steam. You got a couple of spotty sprinkles, perhaps northwest Arkansas, but the bulk of this activity, it's right in the River Valley. Notice over the last hour alone, you go from a lot of reds on the radar, it's starting to fill in, to now, current, yeah, it's decreasing in coverage, starting to weaken as it does. This is that cell that produced a little bit of hail, perhaps even some tree damage in northern Crawford County as that rolled through. Really pulsed up quickly. Thankfully, it fizzled out pretty quickly there as well. Over the next few hours, Futurecast takes a lot of that out of the area. I'll pause this here at midnight tonight. Yeah, there could be a couple of spotty showers into the overnight hours while we're asleep, and I wouldn't even rule out some isolated thunder, but I think a lot of us are going to be dry. Now, here's Futurecast for tomorrow at noon. Let me tell you this before we go any further. The pattern that we're entering into, it's called northwest flow, and there's this old saying called northwest flow, weatherman's woe. Part of the reason why in this type of pattern, weather models are just garbage. I've picked the one that I think is doing the best job, but I'll tell you, it may not be doing the best, as good of a job as what we would hope for in terms of placement. So here's what's showing for noon tomorrow. It shows what we call an MCS, a line of storms moving through the area early afternoon into the evening. I think it's overdoing it. I don't think it's going to be that widespread. We'll watch it to be on the safe side. There is going to be some scattered activity out there tomorrow, with much of the same again happening on Sunday. Another complex of showers, some scattered thunderstorms possible. Looks like the worst part dives off towards the south and east, but a few hit or miss showers going into Sunday afternoon. Going to be a real plausible thing for us there as well. When it comes to severe weather chances, we're relatively on the low side. For tonight, you got that level 1 risk for the folks here in green. Tomorrow, the bulk of it stays off to our west. Could it change? Yeah, but right now, current thinking is this. By Sunday, we'll watch for another one of those disturbances to pass through, especially late morning, early afternoon. Level 1 risk for storms there. Overall chances this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, I'm keeping you at 40%. There's going to be some dry periods of time out there, but if you do have plans to be out and about, just check the radar every once in a while. Our app, there's tons of apps out there. Got good radar features for you. Notice next week, high pressure builds in, rain chances go down, temperatures go up. Low 90s out there for afternoon high temperatures, cooling off only into the low 70s overnight. Heat index values next week, especially in the River Valley, ooh-wee, likely right around 100 degrees or so. The actual air temperature low to mid 90s, but with all that juicy humidity that's going to be here, and it ain't going to go anywhere for several days, we're probably going to end up seeing those heat index values the warmest as they've been. Do think we'll get a little bit drier of some weather by next week as a result of that high pressure.